Hi everybody and welcome back. Today we're working again on the pirate ship. Now I haven't done more since the last time I did this with you. So all we've got right now is this section right up here. I'm going to probably, well, definitely turn this around. I think so we did a lot of the green last time. So I think, wow, my computer's sounding really loud. I think I'm going to work on this section in here today with you guys. Just a little bit. So I need to turn it around because I'm working on it kind of upside down. So I need to put it like this. We need to pull this back here. I don't know why my computer is being so loud right now, but it is being very, very loud. I don't know why. I'm not quite sure why. So we're gonna zoom this in to there. Actually, I'm gonna zoom out just a, sorry, not trying to make people all wobbly, but I want to get a little bit more in the screen than normal. And I'm just using tweezers. Like I've said in past ones, I think you guys see my placement a lot better when I'm using tweezers. So I am going to use tweezers. We're gonna work on this right in here for a little bit. Yeah, I just flung some by accident. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm having a pretty good day. Pretty good day. This weekend, I didn't really do too much this weekend. My husband and I just kind of hung out, as we always do. We just kind of hang out. This is off. Having trouble putting that in there. There we go. I was playing Fallout 4 again this weekend. A video game, if you guys don't know what that is. So like yesterday, I wound up playing it literally from the time I got up until the time I went to bed. I didn't do much of anything else but that. And I've been kind of wanting to play it again, just because it's like, I love it. It's, you know, one of my favorite games. And I'm obsessed with the culture or the atmosphere of the game. I love it so much. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic 50s style, you know, so I really do love it a lot. And so I was playing that. They have a new game coming out. Bethesda is the company that makes the Fallout games, and they have a new one, in case you don't know, coming out next month in a couple weeks, called Starfield. And it's basically the same type of gameplay, which I absolutely love, RPG kind of gameplay, but it's set in space. So I'm super excited about that because I do love space stuff a lot. Some of the gameplay that I've seen of it so far has been really good, so I'm excited for it. I'll probably have to, that comes out on, I think it's the 6th, and I'm not sure what day of the week that is. Let me look at my calendar real quick. It is, so it's going to be a be Wednesday, which is awesome because I will be off work that day when it comes out. And so that's in 2 weeks basically. So I'm excited. I'll have to probably pre-record some videos because I'm going to be obsessed with it. Like I was yesterday with Fallout 4. I'm going to probably be playing that all day long. Probably every day that weekend. So the end of that week and stuff. My husband's going to get it too, so it is only a one player, but what we do is, so we have our TVs on the wall in the living room. So we have two big, like 60-inch or 55-inch, whatever they are, TVs, and they are set up on the wall. They're mounted to the wall, one above the other. And so when we play video games, because a lot of times we'll play single player video games, but we'll be playing the same game. And so he'll be playing his, and his TV's the one on top, and I'll be playing mine. And so we enjoy our day together while we're playing video games. So even though we're not playing in the same game atmosphere, right? The same server or whatever it may be, we are playing the same game. And so it's kind of like we're playing together, you know, even though we're playing on different systems, you know, and all that stuff. So, and it's actually quite fun to do it like that because his play style is so different than mine. So it's interesting because sometimes I find stuff that he doesn't, that he misses, or he'll find stuff that I miss, and he'll stop and he'll watch some of my gameplay, and he'll be like, oh, I didn't know that, or that's cool that you did it that way, or something like that. And I do the same thing with him. So it's fun. For me, it's fun. He says it's fun for him too, so I really enjoy it. So I'm excited for that 2 weeks time that'll come out, and I will be glued to my Xbox when that comes out. I was thinking, because I have a capture card for my PC, I was actually thinking about maybe recording it, but you know, obviously this is a crafting channel, so it's not like I would be showing it on this channel or anything like that. But I don't know, maybe in the future I might start like a gaming channel or something like that, because that's another part of myself that I really love. And so we'll see. I don't know. That was barely on camera over there. Alright, so I'm going to come back over to... I gotta move my stuff. Slide this over here, because I've got some over here that I want to put in. Gotta make sure I stay on camera. I have a tendency of just doing this and then looking up and being like, oh crap, I'm not on camera. And I don't want to... Oh, why did that one got kind of screwy. But yeah, I have a tendency of like not being on camera. This is why I like having issues with my tweezers for a minute. I'm liking this painting so far. I think the colors are absolutely beautiful. I love some sunsets and sunrises, like especially in artwork. I think some artists really know how to show how beautiful a sunset or a sunrise can be, you know. So I really like it when it's in I gotta tighten this. I really like it when it's in pictures. I like to see people's interpretations of it, you know what I mean? Hopefully that's tight enough. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, you don't get to see sunrises and sunsets. We tend to stay extremely busy, you know, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all that we as a society tend to just be constantly busy all the time. I remember when I lived in Germany, and I've probably mentioned this before, when we lived in Germany, and this is late 70s or early 80s when I lived there, so I was just a little kid. But I remember that, you know, you weren't allowed to work on Sundays, you know, not even like mow your lawn, like you couldn't do anything. It was, that day was a family day, a day of like relaxation, you know, you know, a take care of yourself day, take care of yourself and your family day. And it's just, to me, it's kind of sad that we don't do that as a society anymore. That's not the norm, because in my opinion that should be the norm. I don't think anything is that important, consumer wise I should say, is that important that we need to have everything open 7 days a week. You know what I mean? That everybody has to bust their butts 7 days a week. I don't think it's right. And there are some businesses around here that do wind up closing certain days. Like there's some restaurants and stuff around here that they will have a day, whether it be like a Monday or a Sunday or whatever it is, they'll have a day where their shop is closed, their place of business is closed. And I really think that we should have that more often, you know what I mean? Because I think that everybody's just too focused on making money, you know? They are working so much. You know, I talk to some of the younger kids nowadays, and they're like, oh, well, you know, I want this, and this. And I'm like, you know, you should really spend some time for yourself. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people miss out on that. And they don't realize it until they get older that they shouldn't have been so gung-ho about stuff, I guess. Not gung-ho, but they should have taken time for themselves. Gung-ho is the wrong terminology, but because, you know, you can't take it with you. Whatever you do in this life is what you do in this life, and that's it. So I feel like, and I know, I get it, you know, everything's so expensive nowadays, and everybody doesn't have the luxury of relaxing, and, you know, I understand. I guess maybe I just have that thought in my head that, like, well, if there weren't people that wanted it like that, if we all didn't want the world like that, we all just decided one day, nope, we're not doing this anymore, then the business people and the ones that want to make top dollar, they would have to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, we dictate what they sell. We dictate how much they charge for it. The only reason that it is as high as it is because, you know, people are willing to pay for it. If that makes sense. I mean, even the government, you know, oil, they get oil from other countries or whatever. Well, why is it so expensive? Well, because they want to pay for it, and then they wind up paying for it at, you know, X price, and then they're like, well, we need to make money too, so now we're going to sell it at double X price, and it's a vicious circle. And I just wish it wasn't like that. I'm sure everybody does. I'm sure everybody wishes it wasn't like that. I don't like it. But, you know, so, you know, if I have any advice for anybody out there, make the money that you need to survive. Yeah, definitely do that. Make enough money for you to survive, and to be able to save a little extra. But then also take the time to enjoy that money, right? Don't save what you need for when you retire. Obviously, when you get older, you want to make sure that you have money and stuff for when you get older, so that you can enjoy your later years. But you know, you need to also build something that you do enjoy for later years, because I think there's a statistic out there, and I could be wrong, but I think it's you know, a lot of people that once they retire, their life expectancy diminishes severely, and I think that's because people don't have, you know, they work and they work and they work, and they're like, oh, I'm going to save up all this money, I'm going to do all this stuff for when I retire, and then they never really established anything for their retirement outside of, say, money, right? They never established any hobbies or any pathways, you know, life pathways for them after they retired. So they retire, and then they don't know what to do with themselves. And because they don't know what to do with themselves, their health kind of just diminishes. And so I don't want that to happen to me, you know. And I tell kids younger, I say kids, they're adults, but they're still very young, and I tell them all the time, I'm like, you need to prioritize, figure out and prioritize what's most important in your life from the beginning. You know, don't wait until the last minute, because then you'll get to a point where you might not know what you want or how to get what you want or something like that, because you've been just going through the motions, because you think, you know, you're going to need this and this and this, and then you find out later in life you don't really need it, you know. I mean, all I ever wanted was money-wise to be comfortable, and I wanted someone who loved me for me, right? And I woke up one day and I said to myself, I did it. I'm comfortable money-wise. I'm not hurting for money. I'm not like, you know, struggling to make ends meet or anything like that. I'm okay. We don't have a whole bunch of money in savings, but we have money there for if something happens. So in my opinion, that makes us comfortable, right? We're comfortable. And I, almost 3 years ago, next month will be 3 years for us. 3 years ago, I met the man of my dreams, literally, and, or I should say, didn't meet him because I knew him for years before then, but got together with the man of my dreams, literally. And so I really don't need anything else. And I think that's another thing, like, why I think the way that I do. Where did that one go? I don't know. It flung somewhere. I'll find it later. But I think that's another reason why, like, I'm just in that mode of, as long as I make the money that I need to make to supplement the money that my husband's putting in for our household bills, right? We're good. And that might seem kind of selfish, right? Because I was making way more money and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm trying to be healthy. And I'm not happy, healthy, working full-time anymore. It's just not good for me anymore. And so my husband, said that he can manage without like struggle. He can manage X amount of dollars a month. And so I just need to supplement the rest of it so that our bills are being paid. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that. And some people don't understand it. They look at it and they're like, well, don't you want this and don't you want that? And I'm like, nope. I mean, there's places in this world that I want to go. I've never been to Hawaii, and you guys know how much I love like that whole atmosphere. And so one of these days I want to go to Hawaii, take a vacation, and I will. But outside of that, my husband and I truly enjoy being home. We don't really... Sorry, I'm just looking for more of this one before I put this color away. Like, outside of like little things here and there, like my husband is way, way happier if we're just chilling at home. Like, he doesn't want to spend money. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, in that aspect, he doesn't want to go on like elaborate vacations or anything like that. He's fine if we go somewhere for a day or whatever, but he doesn't want to do all that. I'm more of the vacationer, so to speak, in the family. But but I'm happy. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy where I'm at. And I don't really need anything else. I mean, the thing that it could be better with me is like healthcare, but that's the biggest worry. I think that's the biggest worry out of everybody when they get older is, do I have enough healthcare, and am I going to be covered? That kind of thing. I think that's like the biggest worry, because that's where all your money tends to go, from what I understand, as you get older. So that right there is a little bit scary. But there's a lot of programs in place that help with all that stuff too. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I think that all the younger people need to start looking at things with their end goal in a better perspective, rather than they want all this money and stuff like that, because money isn't everything. I tell people that all the time. Money isn't everything. You need it to, you need a certain amount to survive, right? And to be comfortable. But it's not what your life should be about at all. You know? And you guys know. I mean, I'm not telling you guys something that you don't know. You guys understand how it is. And you know, you hit a certain point in your life at a certain age where you're just like, all of this stuff that I've been doing for the last 30 years doesn't really mean anything. You know, it doesn't really mean anything, which is kind of sad when you think about it. It doesn't mean anything. But that's okay. That's all right. You live and you learn, right? Let's see, where am I at? I need to go this way over here, okay? So I can see where I'm at. Sorry, I had to look up on my screen so that I can make sure that I keep you guys, keep what I'm doing on camera for you. Although some of you, you know, probably most of you just kind of listen and don't really, you might look up every once in a while. I don't know how many of you guys actually watch the whole video. When I look at like my statistics and stuff, it doesn't look like anybody really watches the entire video, which is fine. I don't mind. You know, I think it's only a certain amount of time in a video that somebody is like clicked on the video and has the video played. I think there's like I don't know how long it has to be, but it's a certain amount of time that makes it be considered a view, right? So if you guys don't watch the whole video, that is quite all right. I tend to binge mine where like I don't really watch any during the week, and then I binge them all on the weekend when I'm diamond painting. Actually, I wind up having a whole bunch of them on, you know, play back to back when I'm diamond painting. So I don't know if that's what you guys do or not, but that's what I tend to do. I really like this one. I know I've said this before, but I'm excited about this one being done. I'm gonna get a frame for this one. This one is gonna definitely go up on my wall in my office because it's cool. I love the water. I love boats. So I'm excited for this one to go on my wall. And it's so nice of Betsy to send me this one because honestly, I had never seen this one before. You know, like the Michaels that is near me, they have like ones, the Diamond Dots ones, but they look like ones for like little kids. There's not a lot of them that they have. And then Michaels has got their own now, the Make Market, which I got a couple of those last time, or one of those last time I was there. But I don't really go to a Hobby Lobby. There's a couple of them near my house, but I haven't been to one in probably a few years. And then there's a Joann's near my house too, but it's been a couple of years since I've been to one of those as well. I tend to get all my stuff online nowadays just because you have more options when you get the stuff online. You know, you go to a store and sometimes, you know, you're in the mood for a particular thing and they don't have it there. So you wind up having to buy it online anyway. If that makes sense. I was completely off camera on that, wasn't I? Oh my goodness. I'm such a troublemaker. Alright. Well, we did a little bit of the peach color. Let's see. What did we do today? Let me close this up I didn't do too much, but we talked for half an hour. So I did some of this sky up here, some more of the beautiful sunset. We did some of the pale yellow. We did a little bit of the peach, like very light pink. And then we did this pink that's in here. So we're getting that sunset filled in, right? I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and turn it around. Oh, I'll have to zoom out more. Shows you how much I was paying attention. So you can see that sunset is really starting to come in. Those colors are so beautiful, so bright, very shiny when you look at them in person. Diamond Dots, like I've said in the past, Diamond Dots has some of the shiniest drills I've ever seen. And like I said, I have no idea what they do to them, but they are so shiny. So we've got this nice section going here. I might continue to work on this one. We'll see. Maybe when we come back, we'll do more of this palm over here or whatever. But yeah. So this is coming along. I can't wait for this one to get done. This is going to look super good in my office, and I'm very excited to finish it up. So thanks for listening to me ramble today. If you're a subscriber, hit that notification bell, and so that you'll get notified the next time my videos go live, or every time my videos go live. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. You guys know I love my comments. When you do, bear with me. It's usually about a week when I get back to you. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I would really appreciate it. It helps out my channel a lot, obviously. We're working towards that monetization. Hopefully in a year. I mean, it would be nice if it would be sooner, but hopefully in a year I'll be able to get monetized. We'll see. But outside of that, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day or next couple of days until I see you again. And yeah, I guess until then, bye.